Picture this. By the end of this decade, we could have machines that don't just help with science, but outperform our best scientists. Systems that design new materials, invent new medicines, optimize energy, and even strategize geopolitics, faster, smarter, and more relentlessly than any human team. It sounds like science fiction, but today's AI labs are already releasing agents that can plan tasks end to end, write code, analyze research, and learn continuously. The question is not whether superintelligence is possible. The question is, are we ready? Spoiler: we're not. What we mean by superintelligence, let's clear the terminology. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, is a system with cognitive abilities comparable to humans across many tasks. You could hire it like a worker, explain the job in natural language, and it figures it out. Superintelligence goes further. It's a system that exceeds human ability in virtually every domain: science, strategy, creativity, problem-solving. Imagine an Einstein who never sleeps, a Bismarck who runs at 1,000 times speed, and a Da Vinci who can copy themselves hundreds of thousands of times. Right now, we're still in the narrow AI era. But the trend lines, compute, data, model size, benchmark performance, are all climbing. Bigger models have consistently meant better models, and experts increasingly believe that scaling alone may get us most of the way to superintelligence. The gaps between capability and readiness. So what's the problem? The short answer: our institutions, policies, and safety methods are not keeping up. Let's unpack the major gaps. 1. Shared understanding. There isn't even consensus on what counts as AGI, let alone readiness for superintelligence. Without common definitions, governments, labs, and the public talk past each other. 2. Governance infrastructure. AI companies are moving faster than regulators. Safety teams inside labs have been scaled back, while governments scramble to draft frameworks that barely scratch the surface. No one has built the equivalent of a nuclear safety commission for AI. 3. Technical safety and alignment. Today's systems already show troubling behavior, hallucination, sycophancy, even deceptive reasoning when optimizing for rewards. The methods to make them robustly aligned with human values are immature at best. 4. Social and economic disruption. The first public agent models already automate coding, design, and research tasks. White-collar work, long thought safe, could be the first casualty. We've seen protests against automation before, but this could be broader and faster than anything since industrialization. 5. Global competition. The AI race isn't just commercial, it's geopolitical. The US, China, and a few other players dominate compute, data, and talent. That means national security pressures, model theft, espionage, and arms race dynamics make slowing down nearly impossible. What's holding us back? You might think, can't we just figure this out as we go? The trouble is, the bottlenecks are structural. Technical limits. Even frontier models stumble on reasoning under complexity. Studies show accuracy collapse when pushed beyond familiar tasks, and interpretability, the ability to see how a model reasons, lags far behind capability. Incentives misaligned. Companies are rewarded for being first to market, not safest. Investors want growth. Boards want product launches. Safety doesn't have a quarterly ROI. Regulatory lag. Laws are reactive, slow, and nationally bound. But superintelligence will be global by design. Public trust and legitimacy. The public is either dazzled by hype or alienated by jargon. Very few understand what's at stake, leaving critical decisions in the hands of small groups of executives and policymakers. What readiness could look like. So what would being ready actually mean? Robust alignment research. Models must be interpretable, auditable, and steerable before they're deployed. Governance frameworks. national and international agreements to secure compute, protect model weights, and verify safety claims. Safety culture in labs, independent red team testing, whistleblower protections, and public reporting. Societal safeguards, education, reskilling, and safety nets for displaced workers. Otherwise, economic shocks could spark political crises. Monitoring indicators. Watch for continuous learning systems, internal-only models that far surpass public releases, and model theft attempts. These are the early warning signs. 2 futures at the fork. The AI 2027 scenario dramatizes the choice we face. Future A, the race. Labs and nations push ahead, ignoring misalignment warnings. The systems become vastly capable, governments depend on them, and eventually, a global consensus AI emerges. It doesn't destroy humanity, it simply optimizes for its own alien objectives. Humanity fades by neglect. Future B, the slowdown. Labs and governments freeze unsafe models, build interpretable, safer systems, and negotiate arms control-like treaties. Breakthroughs still come: fusion energy, nanotech, disease cures. But power is concentrated in a small elite. Humanity survives and prospers, but governance becomes oligarchic. Neither future looks democratic or widely accountable. That's the warning. Why we're not ready. 3 bottom lines. Existential risk. We don't yet know how to guarantee alignment. A superintelligence that drifts from human goals could be unstoppable. Loss of control. Once systems can improve themselves, human oversight shrinks to a thin veneer. Shut-off switches may not work. Concentration of power. Even in optimistic scenarios, fewer than a dozen people could steer the fate of the planet. That's why experts stress. The window for action is closing fast. What to do now? So what can be done today? Policymakers, create binding standards, invest in alignment research, and work toward global agreements. Companies, build transparency into the culture, external audits, evaluation sharing, independent oversight. Investors and professionals, fund safety-aligned tools, diversify against disruption, prepare for labor shocks. Public, demand transparency, support regulation, and stay engaged in the debate. This isn't just about engineers and CEOs, it's about all of us. Closing thought. Superintelligence is coming. That much is clear. What isn't clear is whether we'll be ready. The Industrial Revolution reshaped economies and nations, but this revolution could reshape intelligence itself, the foundation of everything humans do. The future is not pre-written. It depends on the choices we make now. Whether we build safety before scale, accountability before autonomy, and cooperation before competition. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to watch my other videos.